To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by also known as on OnlyFans. Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Yo, we got another video for you guys. And this time it's Shannon Sharpe. What's this you hear, Sharpe? Yep. You know, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. When you make your career, I don't know how to explain this. It's like his career is about honesty, doing interviews, but his Cat Williams interview really exposed a lot of industry inside secrets, the corruption in Hollywood, and that's going against the system, and that got loads of views, millions of views. You remember, remember that last year, 2024? That interview was big. And everyone was like, yeah, Cat Williams is exposing the system, and no one expected Cat Williams to say what he said. There's so much truth involved in it. And that was exposing the system. And the problem when you expose the system comes after you. And what Shannon's saying is partly true, yeah. Because, you know, you got someone like Diddy. He did what he did. And there was a clip that came out of him beating Cassie. But the clip wasn't, I'm not going to take up for him, it wasn't what it seemed. Why do you say that? Because it seemed like the clip was edited to make it look worse than it was. Not saying he shouldn't have done what he did or he should get away with it, but we don't know what happened in between him kicking her. You know, we just saw him running down the hallway and dragging her. You know, it's one of those things. It's like certain clips can be taken out of context. And we got now Shannon. He's been threatened with a sex tape. I mean, it's weird. I mean, I'm thinking like, where are they gonna release this? Pornhub or something like that? Because people are going to want to see what's going on in the sex tape, and you can't just put it on YouTube or the Daily Mail. And probably, I don't even know, the Daily Mail could probably have the tape out there in some edited form. But then Busby said he's got a tape and it's going to be released. I'm thinking OnlyFans, right? So you have to start the OnlyFans to see this tape. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. But it seems like, just like what Busby was trying to do with Jay-Z, it's a shakedown in its forms. And you just have to wonder, how many people has Busby taken down behind the scenes and got an extortionate amount of money from? But if they want 50 million from Shannon Sharpe, imagine other people out there who don't want their name dragged through the dirt. How much did they pay? So I'm going to read this. So Shannon Sharpe is preparing his fans for the release of a sex tape between himself and an ex-girlfriend, suing him for $50 million over rape allegations. Wow. It's weird how she must think he's made out of money. You know, literally, he could just peel off his hair, take $1 out of there. Because man, 50 million, man, does he really have that much? Was his career bringing that much? You know, crazy, right? What's more, Sharpe has claimed the woman's attorney Tony Busby has a history of targeting black men for his own financial gain. Tony Busby targets black men to believe he's going to release 30-second clips. Blah 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 blah. Well, we've seen this. Well, from what I can see, it seems like a shakedown. It's like when you have money and there's women around, be careful what you do. Sometimes I'm looking at life as I would pretend I had no money and get with a lady. But at this time, they don't have this mindset where they're thinking, hey, my plan is to get with this guy and start accusing him of some sort of salacious R-word claims. That's what seems to be happening, and even with someone like academics, he has a case. I don't know if it's gone or not. It might be gone, it might not be gone. He's been accused of all sorts, and I think it's bothering him. You know, sometimes you see him pop on the streams, and it seems like he's definitely got other things on his mind. He claims it's this life, but it's a lot of people. When you're making money, and you're barely making money out of nowhere, you get a whole lot of problems. I remember I started to make a bit of money, not a lot, and out of nowhere, I had these crazy problems. Like, what's going on? People were trying to charge me extra amounts of money for this, that, and the other. I couldn't believe it. You know, it's this life, but it's crazy though, man. It's crazy. As for Shannon, you know, it's like, would this affect his podcast? Nah. He does some good interviews, but if he's found guilty of this, his credibility will be knocked a bit. It's sad, you know. He had like he still has a really good podcast on YouTube. I pop in and out here and there, and it'd be sad for this to derail the momentum the podcast has gotten since that Cat Williams interview. Cause it really put him on the map on YouTube. It'd be really sad. But as we've seen from Busby, he isn't really the most credible person in the world. As you can see from that Jay-Z R-word, Jay-Z and Diddy allegations that was sent out, that was never credible. That was just silly. So clearly Busby has a lot of time on his hands, a lot of people to try and finesse. Hopefully he beats the case if he's innocent. If not, you know, gets what he deserves. That's the way life is. Anyway, I'm out. Subscribe, like. Let's go.